Ooh, sorry about that, guys. That's was trying to prepare some last minute stuff, and I think we're finally ready right now. Hey, Bison, welcome, welcome. How's it going? How's it going? Uh, Everyone, thank you for coming today. This is one of many experimental cooking streams, except I'm not the one who's going to be doing the experiment. The experiment is going to be done by Roulette. I kind of thought about how I wanted to do this. Like, I could make probably a million different ways uh, on how to cook in an air fryer, what to cook in an air fryer. And in the past week or two, I may have done some air fryer experiments on by myself. And you know, the many ways you could do this, I can't even think of all of them. So I thought to myself, why not just have the Roulette do it for me in this case. So that's the reason why I'm leaving it up to fate, and fate is gonna decide what we make today. I'm gonna move myself, maybe shrink myself a little bit. I think I'm a little too big right now, but yeah. So how this is going to work is we have here three different roulettes. I tried to put them on three different spaces in the on the overlay here, but I couldn't get them to separate for whatever reason because I'm using three different roulettes. As you can see here, we have a roulette for uh so we have three roulettes. One is for a base, so it's going to be like a bread, fish, pizza dough, or chicken. So we got to put toppings on something, and so this is what we're going to be doing air fryer. This is what we're going to be doing using. This is what we're cooking in the air fryer. And then we have a topping. Now the topping could be practically anything, but I kind of settled on this one. Uh, we have some honey, we have some dates, white rabbit. If you're not familiar with white rabbit is, that is a candy. It is a candy, basically sugar and milk flavor. And you know what? This I had to put something weird. This is one our weird thing. Imagine the most cursed air fryer combo. Well, Ruga's a mad scientist, a mad food truck owner. Well, I mean, I could come up with myself. I could let this do it for me. I mean, for the most part, the ingredients are normal. It's just um, imagine putting let's say chocolate on top of chicken and then seasoning that. You know, I'm not the one coming up with it. The roulette is coming up with it. That's the thing. Our ingredients here look very normal until you put them together. So yeah, I think I have to explain one more ingredient here. This thing called bagoong, that is a Filipino shrimp paste. Now, the shrimp paste, if I'm not sure if how many people are familiar with that, I'll show you here if we come across it in the roulette. But basically, a shrimp paste, it's cooked, it's sauteed, and it's very very tasty. If you haven't tried one before, it comes in many different flavors. It's very salty, so don't eat it by itself. You usually mix this in something else, something else savory. And then we have the seasoning. Now when I say seasoning, salt and pepper I will use to my discretion, because we kind of need that to make any food taste good. But other seasonings in this case would be like, oh, cheese or egg, tomato, honey, chocolate. Again, bagong. I mean, you'll probably see some double ups from topping because if I just like say take a piece of bread and a piece of cheese and call that done, that's a little uninteresting. So we're gonna have to add one more layer, and this is the seasoning layer. Either more cheese, egg, tomato, and stuff. So that's what we're gonna go with. Never seen or used an air fryer, or only heard of them. Okay, I wish I can show you my air fryer. I can show you the basket when we get to it. But the actual air fryer is reflective as heck, and I am not about to dox myself. So I won't show you the air fryer itself. I will show you the basket. Let me see if I can find an image on Google for the specific air fryer we are using today, so that you guys know. Air fryer. I think there's a Philips air fryer. Phillips. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you are doing well. But this is going to be a very basic air fryer. It's not fancy. A little background on this air fryer is that I did not buy this for myself. I'm actually very anti air fryer, anti uh, Instapot. I'm very anti those things because I don't believe in the marketing for them. However, I will say this. I will say this. I got gifted an air fryer, so in good faith, I figured I should try it. And you know what? It actually does make for decent toast and for decent fries. And if you try hard enough, you can probably make a decent air fried chicken in there. But is it a replacement for frying? Maybe for some stuff. But I wouldn't use it for everything that you want to fry because tempura in an air fryer, no, that's not going to work. That is absolutely not going to work. If someone says it works, then tell me how you did it because I can't imagine it working. But my air fryer is this specific model, not sponsored, but this is what I got. It it basically has a dial up top that goes in increments of like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And you know what? It's going to be a little bit. It's not exact. I think you can get some more exact, more high tech air fryers with more exact temperatures. This is not one of them. I kind of have to preheat it before we get started, and I'll do that later. I am gonna air fry. Yeah, we're gonna air fry, and we're gonna let the roulette decide. We're gonna let the roulette decide, and you can see we have a base, a topping, a seasoning. I'll go over those again once we get to it. But this is the air fryer we'll be using. I won't be showing the air fryer itself because again, it is very reflective. I don't want to dox myself. But well, I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera started, and we are going to see what we can air fry. I have a lot of stuff here, and I'm not so sure how it's going to go down. Some things will be normal and taste good. Other things will be very experimental and very horrendous, even for me, possibly. But you know what? Sweet and salty should work. But let me get the camera ready. Hold on. All right, let's see here. Where is the camera? Right here. Okay, I may have to shrink a few things and maybe move a few things. Let's put that roulette here. Can you see? Well, you don't probably need to see the actual words in the roulette. It's gonna show once we actually spin it. Let me see if I can improve the image a little bit. It's kind of meh. It's kind of meh. Mirror, nope. Toggle the brightness. Really? That's all you can do? Audio video filters. Nope. Color correction. Increase the brightness. Oh, that's too bright. Contrast. Is this? You know what? That's not bad. That might not be bad. Okay. All right. Let's get started with the first one, and then we'll see how this is going to work. Okay, let's see what our topping is going to be. Our base is, because we got to work with something. Oh, we're starting with fish today. Okay, we're gonna go with fish first. I do have some salmon. That is the only fish I have. And then, what are we gonna put with the salmon? If something is too cursed, like maybe the white rabbit, I'm probably gonna take the white rabbit out if it's too cursed. Salmon with seaweed. That is a seasoning. Why is seasoning second? So seaweed. And what are we gonna use for a topping? Bagoong and seaweed. This is going to be very salty. It's gonna be a very salty fish. So we are going to start with this. I'm gonna start with this. Now, I did have like two little cases of bagoong. I'll show you the one we got right now. I'm going to be phasing out here a bit. Sec. So let me see. I cannot see camera. All right. So this is the, wait, this way, this way, this way. Focus camera, focus. Okay. Yeah, it's not starting bad so far. So bagoong, if you're not familiar with it, it is a shrimp paste. In this case, it's a sauteed shrimp paste. It doesn't have to be sauteed. Doesn't have to start coming out sauteed, but this is what we got. I usually use a sweet and spicy version that is currently out. And I have this tiny one that has garlic bits in it. I have never tried this one before, but this is what we're going to be using. So that's going to go on the side. Let me get the salmon really quick. Oh, while I'm preparing, I think I need to start preheating the air fryer, so it's going to get very loud. Let me know if I have to, well, let me know if I have to like move the microphone away a little bit, because this thing is going to be loud. We're just going to get this. Oh, I didn't have plug in. Okay, it seems like I don't think the air fryer is really coming through the mic unless I start speaking. So hopefully that's not too loud, but it can be pretty loud if I turn off the noise suppression. We don't really want that. We don't really want that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the salmon. I'm gonna be using gloves for this part because I don't want to have to clean up after myself or wash my hands and whatnot. It's just gonna make it a little bit easier. Now, even though I think at most if we use 2 pieces of salmon tonight, I'm gonna cut it off there. I have 4 pieces of salmon, but I want to save the rest for some other stuff. So, no more than 2 pieces of salmon will be used today. Sorry if that disappoints anyone, but I want to use the other pieces for other things in the morning, like ramen, some good ramen. Okay, I cannot open this. We're gonna have to use the knife. Where is? There it is. It's a pretty nice salmon too. We got wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. I probably should be patting this dry. Let's move let's move this way so you can see it. It's pretty decent size, your regular salmon fillet. I'm gonna pat that dry though, because the less wet this is, the better it would be. Now, I will say this for a air fryer. Just because it says air fryer doesn't mean you don't have to add a little oil. For these, like if you actually want to fry something in the air fryer, you still need to add oil. There is no frying without oil. But in this case, we don't really need to add any oil on anything that we're doing. The reason is we're not actually trying to fry. We're just trying to cook it in there. So it's basically going to be like baking, because air fryers are a convection oven with superheated air that goes in a, what do you call this? That goes in a cyclone, basically. That's what it is. So bagoong, I'm gonna show you what this thing looks like. Now you probably should not eat this by itself, like I mentioned earlier. And if you see little gnats on the camera, I have a gnat infestation. I cannot get rid of it. So I am trying to get it under control, but they are everywhere and it is hard to perform genocide on tiny little flies. I try my best though, I try my best. Okay, let me show you what this thing looks like. So you might be able to tell it's kind of oily at top because it does have oil. And this is the shrimp paste itself. It's a little dark. This is what it looks like when it is sauteed. If it is not sauteed, it's going to look a little bit more pinkish, orangish, like a actual shrimp would, and sometimes purple because for some reason they like using food coloring in it. So I'm gonna just mix this up a little bit. Actually, I should taste this a little bit, see how much I want. Hold on. Oily, not too salty, but I don't want to use too much of it because otherwise it's just gonna run all towards the sides. So we're just gonna add this much. I'm just gonna spread it around a little bit on top. I wasn't expecting to use fish right away. Let's close the cooler while I add it. Okay, so just that much. Any more than that is gonna overpower and probably spill all over the sides of the air fryer, and I don't want that. What else did we say? Seaweed. I did not bring the seaweed in here. Be right back. Be right back with the seaweed. Okay, I got the seaweed. This is the furikake that we used earlier for the okonomiyaki stream. I still got quite a bit of it. That's why it made the list. And we got lots and lots of flies here. Why? Why you do this to me, flies? Just because you smelled the fish? All right. Oh, that's too much. That's probably too much. Probably too much. I don't know how long. I don't know how long the air fryer needs to be preheated for. I think I preheated it for like 3 minutes so far. Now for this particular fillet, I think we're going to go for. Let's try 6 minutes. Let's try 6 minutes of the fillet in the air fryer, and then we'll check afterwards. And then from there, we'll see if it needs to be cooked a little bit more. This doesn't need any more salt. There is enough salt from the seaweed mix as well as the bagoong. So in this case, we're just going to add a little pepper. Just a little pepper to spice this up a bit more. Now, a part of the air fryer, you're going to see the basket. This is the basket for the air fryer. And we're just going to slide this fish fillet in. See that? In the basket right there. Now you can put like a paper or a foil under there if you want to. It will block the what do you call this? The airflow if you do that. So try not to. And we're going to set the timer here for 6 minutes. Now the actual timer on the air fryer says 15 minutes left. I am not going to cook it for that long. Add excessive amounts of pepper to everything. I would too. Except I couldn't really see what was happening there. So we are going to put a timer. Timer for 6 minutes. I think that's still valid even though we have this thing going. I'm gonna put the timer on the what do you call this, on the overlay so you guys can also see it. Actually, can I? Doesn't seem to show up. Why does the timer not show up? Huh. I did not know it did this. Maybe I need to use something else. Let's see. But yeah, do you have any questions about air fryers and how to use an air fryer? I'm still learning myself, but anything I can possibly I'll tell you or like share my knowledge with you, I'm happy to do. But I think I've, as far as the stuff that the air fry that the roulette pick, I have done almost all of these before. So I've done fish before, I've done chicken before. Like chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are nice in the air fryer if you just want to like have baked slash fried chicken, because you don't even have to oil chicken thighs. They cook in their own oil, they fry themselves. So it it's great in that sense. And the only thing with a air fryer though is oh, excuse me, any oil that drops down to the bottom of the pan is a pain in the butt to clean up. And it's probably one of the other reasons why I do not like air fryers. One of the other reasons, but it's like I think I can live with it to a degree. I just don't want to. But it's just like anything. You just gotta have to be careful. Know what you know how to, what do you call it? Just know how to work with. Should I turn off this noise suppression? Let me turn off the noise suppression. Tell me if it's too loud or too noisy. I want you to hear the air fryer. That's the reason why I'm turning off the noise suppression. Is that too loud? It should be somewhat ambient, but what you're hearing right now probably is the air fryer. And it's basically just one big hot fan at the moment. Oh my gosh, I just realized this. I just realized I am going to... My room is going to smell like food more than usual. It's fine? Alright. Well, the microphone is currently away from the air fryer itself. Once I go to the cooking station, then it's going to be a little bit different. I should probably move this away. Nah, there we go. Okay, now where was I? But yeah, I've cooked everything on this roulette in the air fryer before, except for maybe the pizza dough. The pizza dough today will be an actual real experiment. Just because you can bake in an air fryer technically, because it is also technically an oven. Though convection oven versus your traditional oven that just has the heating element at the bottom and doesn't really circulate very well, versus this, I'm not sure how to translate that heat, to be honest, because when you bake pizza in... Oh! Hello, Tori Taiga. Welcome. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Testing out the redirect feature on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? Right now, we are doing an air fryer roulette. I don't know if you can hear the air fryer in the background. But our first dish for today is some salmon with some garlic bagoong spread on top of the salmon with some little furikake seaweed. And we're cooking it for about 6 minutes. We got about a minute and a half to go. We'll see how it turns out. I do not know how it's going to turn out. I think I usually go for a little bit longer than that. Or actually, no. When I cook fish and seafood, I tend to go on the lower side because I don't want to overcook it. And it's perfect that way. Bagoong, yeah, bagoong. Normally I do the sweet and spicy. That's my favorite type of bagoong. But we got garlic because that's what I have left. And the sweet and spicy is pretty much out. I am saving the scraps for my sinigang. Now, there are Filipinos that might ask me, why do I put bagoong in my sinigang? Because I can. Why, you put bagoong in almost everything. Why not sinigang? It fits. It fits. I mean, it is shrimp. You make shrimp sinigang, why not put bagoong in there? And it's flavorful. It's flavorful. But yeah. Really, thank you for dropping by. You are gonna see the craziness we're gonna come up with. By the way, I am very proud of my pizza dough. This is like 2 balls of pizza dough that I just got out from the fridge. I have more if I need to. One of these days, I want to do like a pineapple pizza stream, just because. Just because. The thing about this pizza dough is I made them last night. So it's been about 12 hours now, I think, that's been resting for and rising. The only issue is, you know how how typically you would add, you have to add sugar to dough to make it rise or something like that. I don't have sugar, so they're sugarless, but I think they should still be okay. And I think it's been 6 minutes already. So let's check the fish really quick. Oh my gosh, it's looking good. Hold up. Salmon, 6 minutes. It looks good. Let's get a close up of that. Now, I'll admit my camera is potato, but I'll take a picture for you guys and post it on Twitter later, so you can appreciate this in not so grainy texture or grainy image, but it looks pretty good. Let's look at the back side where the fish skin is. I think we could go a little bit longer. Maybe we'll add 3 more minutes. I want this fish skin to be extra crispy. So we're gonna toss that back into the air fryer. 3 more minutes, I think we'll be okay. But otherwise, it looks perfect right now. Looks pretty good as is right now. All right, 3 more minutes. Looks nice. Tori can't stay for long because she needs to sleep. Have a nice, wonderful rest of the stream. Thank you for dropping by, Tori. I hope you enjoyed it. At least I hope you enjoyed the little that you saw. We will be cooking for quite a bit tonight. I don't know how long exactly, but a decent amount. A decent amount. I want to at least see if I could what do you call it? If I could get like all the bases in the air fryer before the end of the stream. But yeah, the pizza dough made yesterday. I think it's been resting for at least 12 hours, which you're supposed to rest at least for 6 hours. I think it should be okay for up to a week in the fridge. Otherwise, freeze it and then use it for later. Pizza dough is not too terribly hard to make, just because there's not a whole lot of ingredients. Just water, oil, yeast, and flour. That's it. Very basic. You can add more stuff to it, but I feel like for the purposes of pizza, the other ingredients you put on top of the pizza dough will take care of the rest of the flavor. If you over flavor your dough, I don't know. It could work. It could work. Like I know you can make like garlic bread out of the pizza dough and then put stuff on top of that, and then you got extra garlic flavor for the pizza. That should work also. But yeah, now the waiting, a baking stream without actually baking the oven. But yeah, it's ooh, I just my only fear with the air fryer is that it's going to burn something, and I have burned some stuff in it. Just because the type of heat you get in an air fryer is quite a bit different than you get from a regular conventional oven. It's even, it goes all around. It's not necessarily hotter, though it does cook things a little bit. I don't know if it's faster. It feels like it cooks the same amount, but because it goes around like in a vortex, I feel like it cooks certain parts you don't expect to cook faster, if that makes any sense. At least that's my impression of it. And so yeah, But I'm hoping we don't burn the fish because the fish here I think is the most delicate thing we have. If we do get to the pizza dough, I am going to be very curious how that's going to work because normally if you put pizza dough in the oven, you have to go like 400 or 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. We cannot go at 450. I think 390 is the highest we can go. So how is that going to affect the pizza? I do not know, but we will find out. We'll find out together. We'll find out together. The only thing right now I'm trying to figure out is after I cook something, do I eat it fully or do I eat like half of this and then move on to the next thing? Because we got a bunch of stuff we're gonna cook. We got a bunch of ingredients. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of them. Okay, timer's up. Let's go check it. Let's go check it. Oh, that's not what you were supposed to do. Hold up. Oh no! No. Okay. Okay. I should probably get the plastics away from the air fryer. They're melting. They're melting. Make smaller pizza? Yes, I do have smaller pizza dough. That's what we got. But let's check the fish really quick. So I don't think it changed too much from what it was earlier. The skin is getting slightly crispy. Maybe what I should have done was use a higher temperature. It was at 360. The skin is not very crispy, except for maybe parts of it. I think it should still be okay. Should still be okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this and we'll post it later. Hello workshop, welcome, how's it going? Let me just take a picture of this really quick. This is not gonna get any presentation points, but for what it is, it's I think it should work out. I wish I can show you the close-up in clear picture, but you're gonna have to wait for that later. But yeah, check this out. Salmon air fryer. About 9 minutes. No, skin not very crispy, but I think that should be okay. That reminds me of the time I accidentally dropped a plastic bag into the fried rice and ruined it because it instantly melted. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, probably when the air fryer is going, don't have anything plastic nearby yet. I have made that mistake just now. The air fryer, I guess depending on what model you get, can be pretty hot on the outside. This is very warm on the outside, but I can still put my hand on top of it. Would not recommend it. Would not recommend it otherwise, though. I guess I'm gonna have to bust out the chopsticks I have on my desk because I forgot to take anything else with me. Let's go ahead and give this salmon a taste. I am very curious how this is going to come. How this is. Ooh, it flakes pretty well. That's a good sign that it's cooked. That's a very good sign that it's cooked. Alright, itadakimasu. Oh my gosh. That actually... Oh, wait. Let me get my face here. That actually was really good. A little bit salty from the bagoong. I think if you use a less salty one, like the one that has like sweet and spicy, I think this could work out very, very well. I know it doesn't look great on the camera right now because my camera is poop. I need a better camera, but I can afford one. But yeah, it actually tastes really, really good. I mean, the seaweed doesn't really do much for it. Doesn't do much anything to it, but you know, the bagoong itself has a lot of flavor already because it is fermented. It is a shrimp paste, and it's got a lot of salt. What's not to like about that? And then add on top of salmon, and you got it's a whole lot better. So yeah, this that was actually really good. Let me let me munch like on half of this, and once I get halfway through, then we'll do the next one because I feel like if I get like a bread or pizza, well, if we get pizza, that's going to be in the that's going to be in the air fryer for at least 10 minutes, I feel like, just because of the temperature difference. But if we get bread, that's like 3 minutes, and we're gonna have like stuff back to back. Oh my gosh, this thing's good. You cannot see it, but it is good. The fish is not dry. I wish the skin was a little bit more crispy. Probably if I use a higher temperature, we would get that effect. Flavor wise though, it's super super good. Then again, you're adding salty with savory, and it's not like we did something cursed and put chocolate on top of this. That is an option. We just didn't roll that too. We just didn't roll it right now. Oh my gosh. Here, let me feed you guys really quick. You guys deserve a bite here. Hold on, hold on. All right, 1, 2. There we go. There we go. Hope you guys got that one. Hope you guys got it. You guys deserve a little bit of this. This is super good. I mean, I don't think salmon itself hasn't being salmon itself has anything to do with it, but I think if you use like even tilapia, this will work out really well. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm about halfway through this. I'll finish it off later. Let's see what's next on the mix. Okay, what are we gonna cook on this time? Pizza dough. Okay, I actually am gonna be able to use a pizza dough today. All right, so pizza dough. And what are we putting on top of the pizza dough? We are putting... This is basically a normal pizza. What the heck? Come on, give me something interesting for the third one. Give me something interesting for the third one. Pizza dough, tomato, and seaweed. We're using seaweed again. Okay. All right. It's already preheated. I guess we'll just go ahead and get started with the next part. Hold up. Let me adjust my camera here for a second. That should be okay. Oh, nope. Zoom that up a bit. You're seeing my mess. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that should be good enough. That should be good enough. Okay, pizza dough with tomato and seaweed. Oh, I didn't get the tomato from the fridge. Let me grab that. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? So we got the pizza dough. You've seen this earlier. Hold up. So this is the pizza dough we'll be using, made yesterday. I have some tomato sauce that I made at an earlier time, I think last weekend. This is just basically tomatoes seasoned with salt, pepper, um, garlic powder. I think that's all I put in here. That took a little while to make, but I think it should be okay. And then back to seaweed. If we get seaweed a third time, I am taking that out from the wheel because we need something else other than seaweed. So we'll just take one. Ooh, we'll just take one dough here. No, ideally I would get a rolling pin, and flatten this out. But we're just going. I don't know how to hand toss, so I'm just gonna pull. We're just gonna pull. I hope you enjoy the pizza pull, or not, because this thing is falling apart. Oh no. Oh no. Please stay together. Please stay together. There's gonna be a mini pizza. I don't think we can make it like huge. But the only thing is I hope this doesn't like fall apart on me. That'd be the worst. Probably should put it directly on here. It's gonna be a small pizza, but you know what? That's okay. All right. So there's pizza dough. Starting off good, non-cursed so far. I kind of want to see if we can make anything cursed, because I put chocolate and honey on here. Honey itself is not bad, but chocolate, you know? Chocolate and maybe some other stuff that probably shouldn't go with chocolate. So this is not a tomato sauce. It's more like a... And it's not... Well, it's not tomato puree. It's not a tomato puree. But I think it should work. I think that's... And that might be too much tomato. Actually, it might be too much tomato. Oh, well. We will live. We will live. Okay, what's next? Seaweed. What the heck am I making? Margarita? Margarita. And you know what? Just for good measure, let's add some pepper to this. Because why not? Chocolate could end up good too if you get pizza dough and a fitting last ingredient. Yeah, it could. It could. I mean, my list isn't exactly too cursed. Like, I don't really have anything too cursed I could possibly put together. Here's the thing. Okay, pizza. Let's go for 10 minutes. Actually, it says 12. That should be okay. Pizza, I think normally takes 8 to 10 minutes at 400 to 450 in the oven. So I'm hoping at 390, 10 to 12 minutes should be okay. But we'll see how this works out, because I don't know. For all I know, I could burn the pizza. I could always add time, but maybe I should try to see if I should adjust this to 10 minutes. Let me adjust another timer for 10 minutes. Gotta go though for time zone reasons again. Thank you for dropping my oatmeal. You can check out the rest later in the VOD. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we get something cursed. I want to see something cursed. What is the worst possible curse combination we could get anyway? I'm talking as I'm eating the salmon. Oh my gosh. That tastes really good right now just because I haven't had any dinner. No, not dinner, lunch. I did not eat lunch. I ate breakfast. But no lunch. I think the most cursing so far I can think of is maybe fish with, let's say, either chocolate or honey, and then maybe a white rabbit on top, or dates, maybe more honey. Though I think honey chicken, honey fish is a thing. Except I know, oh, not know, but I think The honey is more of a sauce rather than just a single ingredient. Maybe honey and bagoong. I don't know how well that's gonna look. It's certainly gonna look cursed. But can you think of any other ingredients we can put on here? I know I made a list already. But if I have it, maybe we can add it to the list. I have some frozen fries. But I don't know if I should be adding fries to this because I can't exactly put a topping on top of the fries. It's just going to be like, it's going to make a mess. I don't want to have to clean it up. And anything in the freezer is probably off limits because I can't thaw that in time. I was thawing the fish and chicken since 2 days ago. And if I don't use them on the stream, I'll just make it for lunch tomorrow. Because otherwise it'd go to waste. Supposedly you're not supposed to supposedly you're not, it's like it's bad to refreeze meat and fish. But I'll be honest, I don't, maybe if you're in a restaurant, probably. If you're trying to preserve flavor, probably. But if you're just at home and you don't really feel like using the entire thing of chicken or fish that you just got out, put it back in the freezer. It's not gonna hurt it. Only if you're a purist, it's gonna hurt it. Like, should probably use it pretty soon because it will degrade eventually. But you know, it's all gonna end up the same once you get it in you. And unless you're trying to like turn in a dish for like cooking school or something, or like feed it to your significant other, probably safe to put it in the freezer rather than keep it in the fridge where it's probably going to rot in if you don't take care of it. I don't know. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Honestly though, I didn't really have too much that I could put in there. I think maybe for seasoning I could have gotten the hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, but the bagoong I feel like is a lot stronger than either of those, so it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Oh, mayo! I forgot to put mayo on here. Let's add mayo. I have mayo, but I didn't put the mayo on the list. Why didn't I put it on the list? Okay, we're adding mayo. Mayo is now part of the seasoning roulette wheel. More RNG. I took the mayo out. Oh, okonomiyaki sauce. Oh, that's gonna be another one. Okonomiyaki sauce. Great. We got all the seasonings in the world now. Toppings, we really don't have much to begin with, so can't do anything about that. I could probably do like pizza, fish, chicken. But if I get fish and fish, I feel like that's not exactly possible. So, fish and chicken though. How would I cook that? I feel like I have to like pre-cook the chicken first a little bit before I put it on the pizza dough. Otherwise, the chicken may not cook thoroughly. That will be a tragedy. Utter tragedy. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. For all the things they say you can fry in a air fryer that would be quote unquote better than the typical fried version. Yes and no. Yes and no to that. The yes would be fries and onion rings are actually pretty good in an air fryer, especially if you don't like greasy, soggy fries. you're never gonna get greasy, soggy fries in an air fryer. Onion rings, it depends on how you make them. I've burnt my onion rings in the air fryer before, so it's kind of hit or miss. Maybe I'm just cooking at way too high of a temperature or cooking it for too long. That is always an issue. Like I said, burning is my greatest favorite in the air fryer because I can't see it, one, and there's a bunch of fiddling settings. They do have a guideline, sort of, excuse me, in the manual and on the side of the air fryer itself that shows you what temperature for this thing and how long to do this, which helps get a ballpark, but it's not always accurate. It always depends on what you're cooking and how long you want it cooked. Fries, fairly accurate. Onion rings, I feel it's on the burnt side, maybe tone it down a little bit. Fried chicken in an air fryer, some people have great success in duplicating fried chicken in air fryer. I have not been able to come up with that same success, though I have come up with very crispy skin, not burnt. So props to that, but I don't feel it's the same. For fried chicken, I want it to be either super crispy batter. Batter does not work too well in air fryer. I'll tell you that much. Unless your batter is like thick and clings to whatever meat you have dipped it in, batter doesn't work too well. If only because of that. If you use your typical slightly wet batter like you would for fried chicken in an air fryer, yeah, it's probably gonna work to a degree, but keep in mind it is more of a baking process than an actual frying process. So the heat from the oil you would normally have to transfer to the batter and chicken is not going to be the same as in an air fryer, unless it's like maybe super hot to begin with, and then maybe you can tone it down, and then maybe you'll have some success. But it's still going to be a mess to clean up. I feel like it's a bit more of a pain to clean up than oil. No, oil's still pretty bad. Oil is still pretty bad. I don't know. If you have an air fryer or want to get an air fryer, just think to yourself, is it worth the money? I did not buy mine. It was a gift, so I may as well just see what I can make with it, and it's some success. Some success. Fish works really well, as you could probably tell. Just need to turn up the temperature a little bit. Chicken works somewhat. I have heard people baking stuff in air fryer that they probably shouldn't be baking in air fryer, like cupcakes and cakes. I have not tried that before. The closest I have gotten to that is this pizza dough that we're doing right now, which I think should work fairly decently. There's not much moisture in a pizza dough. Well, there is moisture, but you don't need the pizza dough to be like bread moist or cake moist. So I think it should work okay. Cupcakes, though, might be a little bit trickier, just because typically for a cupcake you need a mold, right? And the mold may not fit in an air fryer. And I have overshot my timer. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to turn out. This is 12 minutes in the air fryer. It's done. All right. Let's see. Oh my god. You see this? It doesn't look good on camera again, but oh my gosh, it looks nice. What? Hold up. Hold up. That's a legit pizza. That's a legit mini pizza. It doesn't. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. What the heck? That is looking good. It's just tomato and seaweed, though, but that's looking good. I kind of want to add something else extra to this, like like mayo topping or something, but we're gonna keep it as is per the roulette. If I'm gonna add mayo, I'll do it at my own time. I need to adjust this though. Ooh, that's good. The pizza is a little bit on the hot side. It is, holy crap, look at this bottom. This bottom is perfect. Let me see if I can get the sound of the pizza. Hold up. It's hot. It's hot. What do I hold this with so I don't burn myself? Oh well. You hear that? That is a sound of really good pizza bread. That's a sound of really good pizza bread. Made in an air fryer, 390 degrees for 12 minutes roughly. And it looks perfect. Holy crap, it looks perfect. I'm just gonna tear it. Normally, I guess you would get a pizza cutter, but we're just gonna tear it. It should be just okay. I think the dough feels a little on the soft side. It looks a little bit on the soft side. Let me see if I can get a good picture of this. I'm gonna post that later. All right, taste test time, taste test time. Did you hear that? That was a crunchy crust. The pizza itself, a little salty because of seaweed. Understandable. Tomato, pretty decent. Maybe if I was actually using pureed tomato sauce, it would be even better. But the tomato sauce, the tomato sauce I had, pretty good already. Actually, really good already. Like, holy crap! Wow. Holy crap! Wow, that's. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Oh my gosh! I wish you can see the steam on camera, but oh, a little. You can see a little bit of steam. I see a little bit of steam coming from the pizza. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Oh wow. We gotta get to the next dish. I just realized it's been an hour already, and we're only on the second dish. I want to do at least 4 dishes today. Oh, here's a bite of pizza for you guys before I take it to my desk. Here you go. Ah. Wow. Fish expected. Pizza. Surprisingly good and actually very effective way to make a pizza in an air fryer. Just have to make a smaller one than a small. This is like extra small personal size pizza. That's what we got going. That's what we got going. All right, let's move on to the next dish here. See what we got. Pizza dough again. All right, so pizza dough stays. It will be our last pizza for today. So we're gonna hopefully get something a little bit different. If we get the same thing, we're gonna re-roll everything. Pizza and cheese, no tomato. Okay, we're making a cheese pizza. The cheese is in the fridge. I'm gonna have to figure out which cheese I want to take out. And it will be based on whatever this thing is next. Pizza, cheese, and egg. Interesting. How am I going to work with this? Let's see, what cheese do I have? Okay. Anyone listening in chat right now, help me with this. Um, we got 3 different cheeses I can possibly go with. American, provolone. I think I also have Colby Jack, or a, what's the other one I got? It's not Munster. Gouda? I don't think it was Gouda. Okay, let's go with this one instead. Fancy cheese or cheap cheese? It's not gonna be fancy cuts, even though I say fancy cheese, but it's like I got fancy name to it. Provolone, I think, would work. What else can we do with that pizza though? Egg, cheese, and pizza. Cheese and egg. No tomato sauce. That's basically a breakfast pizza. I'm making a breakfast pizza with just egg and no sausage and bacon. What the heck? I don't have sausage and bacon anyway, but still. All right, let me see what I got. Let me see what I got. All right, for this one, we're gonna go with a little provolone. Pizza dough with provolone and egg. And that'll be the last pizza for today because the rest of the pizza dough I have in the fridge, that is going to be for something else. So, all right, let's get started then. Pizza dough number 2, right here. Just gonna stretch that like we did the other one. Probably add a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick to me. Little pizza pool. Oh. Should be okay. I think that's a decent size. Oh, wow. The previous pizza is very spicy in my mouth right now for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure why. It's not the pepper. I think it's something else I added to the... Ooh. It's something else I added to the sauce. All right, pizza dough in. One slice of cheese. Right there. And then an egg. The only issue is, how am I going to get this egg in here without spilling everywhere? That is the question. That is the question. I think I'm going to separate the yolk and the white because if I put all the egg, it's just going to go everywhere. And that would not be good for anyone, especially in my little setup here. So, let me see. Can I? Okay, it's going everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean it up. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Okay, that's going everywhere. You know what? Drain. I think I can make this work. The egg is gonna be extra cooked. Oh my gosh, the egg is gonna be extra cooked. Oh no, oh no, oh no, the egg has made it into what? Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Okay, just make it in, we'll make the rest work. Make the rest work. Okay, so far the only cursed thing is not the combination of ingredients, but it's mainly just getting the egg to work. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to clean this up. Better later. Oh my gosh. Be right back really quick. I need to wash my hands. Man, I wanted to get a chocolate pizza or a honey pizza. But we have run out of pizza options for today. I'm surprised we haven't gotten bread yet though, or chicken. Though I think the chicken might come out sooner or later. This pizza's really good though. Surprising. Maybe I should put pizza back in, just in case we do get chocolate and stuff. I do have 4 small ones. May as well. You know what? I'm gonna put pizza dough back in. It is RNG. RNG is RNG. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Good evening. How's it going? Today we are making things in an air fryer randomly. We have these roulette wheels going, and so far we have made salmon with bagoong and seaweed flakes. That was very good. That was very, very good. We also made a regular pizza with tomato and seaweed, though I guess the seaweed is not regular on a pizza, but the tomato sauce is, so it's essentially normal. It's essentially normal, and you know, that's fine enough. I think this is our first slightly questionable dish today. Pizza dough with cheese and egg, no tomatoes. It got, what do you call this? The egg ran into a little accident going into the air fryer basket, so I'm hoping it. I just heard the air fryer pop. I don't know if I should I don't know if I should be scared or not. And it hasn't even been 2 minutes in there. This is going to be interesting. I think the egg is going to make a huge mess inside my air fryer, and I am going to have a huge mess to clean up later. But it should be okay. I'm not sure how this is going to taste. I feel like it's going to be a little bit on the bland side. But the cheese should have enough salt in there. I didn't put any pepper. Probably should do that afterwards. Yeah, but so far nothing too cursed. Nothing too cursed, even though I have... Oh my gosh, the egg is popping. I am scared. Even though I did put chocolate and honey. And some maybe questionable ingredients to combine with all the typically savory food. But hopefully we get one of these combinations. But so far RNG is on our side for not curseness. Or maybe not on our side, I can't tell. I can't tell. I will post the pictures on Twitter later. Because my camera is crap. Or, you know, I could try showing it, but taking the camera apart for the SD card is a bit of a pain each time. So, yeah, it's gonna have to be later. But holy crap, this pizza's super good. Like legit pizza. Super good. I think my camera may have... Ah, my camera froze. Why? Okay, I'm gonna have to fix my other camera, the cooking camera. I think it's shut off for whatever reason. Maybe the batteries are running low. If that's the case, I need to charge another camera up. Otherwise, we're not going to have any footage after sooner or later. That will be bad. That will be very bad. Because we need some cooking footage and we got none. All right, charging one camera, restarting another. I'm hoping if we get more than 2 eggs though on the roulette, I won't be able to do that because I have no eggs left after that. So I'm sacrificing the rest of my eggs for this stream, but we can do everything else that's not eggs. Thankfully, because right now the eggs are splattering all over the place and I don't want that. I do not want that. Okay, please work. Please work. Connection failed. Please try another port and IP. Why? Oh! Oh, the charge was wrong. This could be an issue. I have another camera, but I don't know if there's going to be enough charge in it. This one is kind of dying. Alright, I just hope I don't have to bring out camera number 3 for this one. Alright, camera number 2, you're not at full charge, you're at 50%. But we'll try to get you to work. Alright, camera number 2. Let's get you open. You are 47%. I don't know how well this is going to work, but hopefully... I am worried. I am very worried. The inside of the air fryer has popped several times in the past 10 minutes. I am gonna guess because that is the egg that's popping and nothing else. I'm hoping. The egg popping is... oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, let me see if I can get the other camera to work. We're not there yet. Do you work, camera? I don't see a preview. I don't see a preview, camera. Why? Okay, that's a little better. Okay, let's see. Very worried right now. What's happening with the air fryer? Please. I know it's gonna be a mess, but I'm hoping it's not a huge mess. That's the only thing. Please don't be a huge mess. Please don't be a huge mess. That's all I'm asking for. Because otherwise, I may have to clean this thing on stream, and I don't really want to take time cleaning that. It would be a pain in the butt. All right. Okay, ding ding ding. Let's go. Please, sport, please work. Oh, it's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess. Okay. So here is the quote-unquote cheese and egg pizza. Let me show you what the bottom of the air fryer looks like. It's not too terribly big of a mess, but it still made it down to the bottom, and I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. So let me just do that. I think the mess that is in the grate itself, that's gonna be a little bit harder to do. That's gonna be a little bit harder to clean. But maybe we can. Oh my gosh, that is stuck. That is stuck. Oh no, it's not stuck too much. Probably inedible though. Probably inedible. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to clean that a little bit more later. Good thing egg is only in the list for one more time, because if we get any more eggs, it's gonna end up the same way as that. Alright, let's get a close-up on the camera. This is our egg pizza. It looks nothing like pizza anymore. But it is pizza dough with provolone cheese and one cracked egg. I think it's bubbling up a little bit. The bottom. Let's see. Let's get the sound of this pizza on stream. That's pizza bread for you. Sounding really nice. And it does have the texture of pizza that I expected. It should be, because it's the same temperature and length of time cooking as the previous one. Except it looks more like something else and not pizza. But let's go. Oh, that's hot. That is actually hot. Ooh, look at that though, the cheese pool. Yeah, cheese pool? It's a little hard to see, but cheese pool right there. That's what happens when you have a singular slice of cheese as opposed to shredded cheese. Anyway, we're gonna go give this a taste. See how it is. Yeah, I think if I have to describe this in one word, it would be bland. There is a little bit of salt, but other than that, the egg itself has no flavor. The cheese provides the salt. No tartness, no nothing to balance out this salt. Like at least with the tomato pizza and seaweed, there was a tartness and sweetness from the tomato. But this thing, it's just salt and egg. It's literally scrambled eggs on top of a pizza with cheese. And I can't approve of that. I cannot approve of that. That's it's it's not terrible, but it is pretty flavorless. So it's like, what am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna eat it because we don't waste food here, unless it's like super cursed or super burnt. But I'm gonna eat this. Feels so bad playing such a disgusting game and listening to you eat. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But we are. Hopefully, we don't have to use any more eggs after this. If I get a combination of like, fish and eggs or chicken and eggs, I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative in how I apply the egg, because just cracking an egg on top, that does not work. That does not work at all. But let's go see what our next dish is. Let's see what our next dish is. I'm basically eating dinner right now on stream from all these random stuff that we're doing. Okay, please no more pizza dough. Actually, I'm gonna unclick the pizza dough. I don't think we need any more pizza dough for today. We're gonna hopefully get something else. Please give me something good. All of them are good, but something I can put stuff on. Chicken. Oh, I feel like we're gonna have a challenge here. Okay, we're starting off with chicken. All right. What are we putting on top of the chicken? Please tell me it's something I can put on top of a chicken. Chicken and cheese. Okay. Chicken and cheese. I probably have a cheese I can use there. Chicken, cheese, and I want to re-roll the seaweed just because we have way too much seaweed already tonight. I'm gonna re-roll the seaweed unless someone has an objection to it. We've used seaweed in 2 of the 3 dishes so far. I am out seaweeded, so we're gonna hide the seaweed for now. Let's get something else. Let's get something else. Chicken, cheese, and mayo. I think we can work with that. It's not terrible. I think we can work with that. All right. Chicken. Chicken. All right, for the chicken, we got a chicken breast. That's the chicken we are going to use for this one. We can probably use any other chicken, but this is hopefully going to be able to hold the ingredients we're going to be putting on top. I will also get the cheese. I used provolone last time for the pizza, but we're going to try a different cheese this time for the chicken. And let me see what I got for that. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, I got the cheese. I got the cheese, and we are going to put Havarti. Havarti cheese. I have never had this cheese before. I don't know what it tastes like. I've had other cheeses, but not this one. I am currently trying different cheeses just to see what it tastes like, and hopefully this won't be too bad. Like, I had Munster for the first time, I feel like last week. Eating a Munster by itself, it tastes terrible. It tastes like rotten eggs. It tastes pretty bad. But actually using Munster in a dish, pretty good. Pretty good. Just would not recommend by itself, for the sheer fact that it tastes absolutely terrible. Unless you like that kind of strong, pungent taste. I do not. I do not. Okay, we got chicken breast. It's a little hard to see on camera, but we got one chicken breast here. Just gonna pat that down a little bit. Slap that chicken. Slap that chicken dry. You know you want to. You absolutely know you want to. Chicken. I think I need to preheat. Or maybe I don't need to preheat, but I need to adjust the temperature back from 390 down to 360. Don't want it too high, apparently, for this one. I don't know how I'm going to get the cheese on here. But let's see. So if I lay the cheese on top of the chicken breast like this, it's a little hard to see. If I just lay it on top of like this, it's going to go everywhere. So I don't want to do that. I think what I'm going to do though is make an incision. We're going to make an incision here. I'm going to fold the cheese. Fold the cheese as so. And we're going to try to stuff kind of the cheese into there. I don't know how well this is going to work. Probably not. Probably not at all. But if I don't do this, then I am going to have a huge mess to clean up again compared to the egg already. And then we got mayo. Sound like a chef judge and you're half serious, making me scared. Chef judge? What do you mean chef judge? I am just very into food, all right? I'm just very into food. But now we're gonna add a little mayo. Probably not too much mayo, because if I add too much mayo, I've done this before. If you add too much mayo, it kind of spills out and makes a mess again everywhere. Mayo, keep in mind, is eggs, either egg whites or egg yolks, or a combination of, and oil. That's all mayo is, eggs and oil. So if this is going to be oily, this is going to be slightly oily. But this is all we're going to do with this. Chicken, cheese, mayo. I'm expecting this to be very messy. Probably cheese everywhere. It's probably gonna get everywhere, and it's going to be very hard to clean up. I'm hoping it's not going to be that hard to clean up, but it is what it is. And we're gonna stick this into the air fryer for, let's say, let's try 10 minutes. Let's try 10 minutes. And if I need to add time, then I will. Oh, you know what? Let's just do 12 minutes, just to be on the safe side. 12 minutes, air fryer, 360. And we'll see where we end up after that. Let's see where we end up after that. All right, gloves off, back to the desk we go to finish off the egg pizza. What makes me sound like a chef judge, to be honest? I mean, I'm just very particular about how I cook things. I'm not the best cook ever. I am not the best cook ever. However, I do try different things with my food. I know what I like in my food. I feel like I know how to describe my food. So I guess if I were to be a judge, I could be a judge. Though they would never let me be a judge because I'd have zero credentials. I have zero credentials. It's kind of like it's covering chat. I just noticed it's been covering chat too late. I have zero credentials, but basically, what do you call this? But basically, what's gonna happen is, it's like, it's like you take a. I forgot to add salt and pepper. I think it'll be okay though, because the cheese has salt. Hopefully, pepper we can add later. We don't need to add extra salt. It's gonna be super salty after the cheese. It should be okay. I think it should be okay. Oh, I didn't update this. We are cooking chicken, cheese, and egg. We are no longer in the pizza zone. The pizza, I removed pizza from the list. The one thing I was hoping to put into the air fryer and have not gotten yet is bread. Why not? Why have I not gotten bread? It's like the simplest thing. The simplest thing in the world, and RNG could not pick it. Why? And it picked seaweed 3 times. Why? We're not doing seaweed anymore. No. But it's kind of like getting a home chef with zero credentials and putting them in onto the judge's booth and say, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing." Man. Would I want to be a chef judge though? 100% yes. I want to taste everything people make, whether it's good or bad, as long as it doesn't kill me. I would love to be on a cooking show, either as a chef, either as a chef or the judge. I think that would be totally awesome. That'd be totally awesome, and it would really put me to the test. I just love food. I like food. I like experimenting with food. That's why we're doing this roulette thing right now. I know it's not my own experiments, but we got a whole lot of stuff that we could possibly use, and that's good enough. It's like if I try to think of stuff to make on stream from the list that we have. I would take forever to. Probably either take forever to figure out what I want to make, or I would be playing it too safe, or I could be making something super cursed just to gross chat out. And all of those are good options, but I feel like leaving it up to fate is better. And if chat likes the whole air fryer roulette thing, we might do it again another time. So put in those likes, put in the comments after the stream is over. If you have not noticed or have seen, we do now have a clipping option available on YouTube. Clips are now available for everyone on YouTube, and it should be available on this stream because I turned DVR on. So I think you should be able to clip, rewind in the stream, capture certain dishes, moments, whatever. And then that'll let me know if you want me to do more of the air fryer roulette. Because so far it's working pretty well, but I have to admit a lot of the ingredients are not too adventurous, maybe on the safe side, but it's a combination of ingredients that makes it a little bit strange. Except RNG does not want to make it strange. It keeps wanting to pick seaweed and pizza And we already used up our 2 pizza slots for today. I want to do pizza another time. Maybe with the same dough I made yesterday. I'm going to freeze them. We're going to make other pizzas, like pineapple pizza. Maybe even a marshmallow pizza. I know marshmallow pizza is a thing in some places. I don't know how well it will work. I don't have any marshmallows, but maybe the next time we do this, we'll get marshmallows. And then I have to figure out what to do with the rest of the marshmallows because I would have too many. And they don't ever sell a tiny pack of marshmallows. At least I don't remember them ever selling tiny packs of marshmallows. I wish they did. That would make things so much easier on me. And holy crap, this egg tastes like plastic. The egg from the pizza earlier tastes like plastic. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible texture. Zero flavor. Except for the little bit of salt, but I need something else. I might just dip this in okonomiyaki sauce and call it a day. I need some okonomiyaki sauce with this. Because I don't have any ketchup. Otherwise I use some ketchup. Oh gosh, it's so bland. So bland. And we have about, I think, 3 or 4 minutes left on the chicken, cheese, and mayo. Haven't heard anything weird come from the air fryer. My thing with the chicken in the air fryer is I'm hoping it's going to be cooked enough. I did make an incision in it. But the incision is also stuffed with cheese, so who knows how well that's actually going to work out. Question mark, it could work really well, or really, really messily. I don't think it's going to be bad, but the mess from the cheese and mayo is something I'm going to have to prepare myself for. Just because it's going to be... it's going to be interesting. Because there's no space to put the cheese on there comfortably. So we had to figure out a way. Gosh darn it, this egg is still bland even with the okonomiyaki sauce. Like, what the heck? That is still terrible. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Maybe because I didn't season it beforehand. That's probably it. That's probably it. That is tasteless bread. Very tasteless bread. Very chewy, tasteless bread. It's chewy at least, so that's a pass. Maybe I'll do something with the other pizza dough later. That could be something. That could be something. Ah, water. Need water. Okay. Please, chicken, be done. Please be good. I hope you're good, chicken. It would make me very happy if you could be cooked well, chicken. Please. Please, please, please. I am gonna choke if I don't get more water in me. Oh my gosh. That pizza is so... meh. Meh. That's all I can say about that. Meh. I wonder how Vardy tastes like. Maybe I should actually eat the cheese by itself while the thing's going, but... Oh, there's the ding. There's the ding. Alright, let's see. Let's check this out. That's what I expected. That's what I expected. It kind of turned out the same way as the last one. An amorphous blob of something and cheese on top. The mayo, you can't really tell mayo was here. Just assume that the mayo incorporated itself into the cheese. But the cheese itself, made a mess. Made a mess on the side and at the bottom of the air fryer. Oh, I can scrape this. Okay, toss down you go. So I'm gonna have to clean that later. I was hoping to get a fifth dish, but this may be the last one for today because if I get the air fryer any more messy, it could not end well. But I guess all things considered, it's not the worst looking. It's not the worst looking thing. It's not great on camera. So that's why I'm going to take a separate picture right now and post it on Twitter later. I will say though, this is very oily. I am drinking water. Thank you though. Thank you, Allie. Oh. You know what? I'm going to drink water again. All right. So the chicken itself. Let's see. You can't see the chicken from up top here. Let's flip that over. If I can flip that over. Oh, it's very juicy though. Plus points for that. We got a decent markings from the grill. Now let's see if it's good in the inside. Please tell me it's good from the inside. I don't have a fork with me, so this is gonna have to do. Okay, is this good? Is this good? 12 minutes in, 360, and the chicken is cooked through thoroughly. It's cooked through very thoroughly. Not bad. Not bad. Just needs a little help with cutting because this thing does not fall apart. So this may or may not be the last dish, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm just cutting it into small pieces so that we can maybe a little bit more. This is too big. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and taste this piece over here. I'm gonna taste this before I give it to you guys because you never know. This could be actually really bad or really good. The egg pizza from last time I would not give to you because that is actually pretty bad. This one, hopefully a little bit better. So, itadakimasu. That was very salty. What? I don't think it was the mayo. The mayo, I think the mayo was okay, but holy crap, it might have been the cheese I used. That cheese was super strong. Hold up. What does Havarti taste like by itself? What does Havarti taste like by itself? It's very soft cheese. It's fine. Havarti by itself is fairly mild. Hardly any flavor. It is very soft though. Then what the heck was that flavor? Why did it taste really salty? I don't understand. I didn't even add any salt to this thing, and it tastes super salty. Was it the mayo? I don't know. I think it needs something else though. It needs like tomato or sugar or something acidic. Because that's too much. That's too salty. Let me give it another try because I'm gonna eat this on camera. So you can get my reaction in real time. Clear all this stuff. Oh, nope, that's not it. All right, let's try this again. Piece of chicken with the cheese and mayo. Juices are everywhere right now. It's too salty. I think it was the mayo. But the mayo's not supposed to be that salty. What the heck's going on here? It's probably the cheese that melted mixed with the mayo. And then it comes up with this weird flavor. I am not... That's too salty. That's too salty. The heat did something to the mayo and cheese together, fusion, whatnot. Holy crap. Cannot recommend this to anyone. I still have to eat it though, but cannot recommend this to anyone. The chicken though, at the very least, is very tender, very soft. It's not tough at all. It is a perfectly cooked chicken breast, which, you know, for an air fryer, that's an A plus. That's an A plus. Everything else though, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like put that in ramen or something to redeem it later. That's just too much. That's just too much. All right, we're gonna do one more dish today. My air fryer is getting to the end of its how messy I can tolerate it being, and I am also getting full. So there's two things right there. Two reasons right there why I have to end soon. So, all right, we're gonna do one more, one more dish on the air fry in the air fryer, and let's hope let's make it a good one. Please be a good one. It doesn't have to be good. I just need something. Fish. Fish again. There's a lot of protein today. I am not gonna feel bad. I am not going to feel bad eating ramen right after the stream. All right. Fish. What else are we going to put in here? Chocolate? Oh, this could actually be the true curse today. Oh, whoa. This could be the true curse today. Fish and chocolate. What else are we going to put on top of the chocolate? Don't put egg, please. No egg. White. This will be cursed. This will be cursed. Fish with chocolate and white rabbit. We have gotten our first and only cursed dish for today. The last one came close. This is truly cursed. This is true. There's no. I'm gonna have to add a little salt just to make sure it tastes halfway decent, but. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. I don't even know what to think about this one. Oh my gosh. What? What? Oh boy. Okay, well, there's no use there's no use postponing it. Let's get down to it. Okay then, how are we gonna do this? Alright, let's see. So this is the last thing we're gonna cook today. I think we're gonna adjust this a little bit. Like I said, we're gonna put some salt here because it's probably going to need it. There's too much sweet stuff, so we need to add a little bit of salt for the sake of adding salt. Alright, let's pat this fish dry. Okay. Okay, for the chocolate. Yeah, oatmeal, we got our first and only cursed dish for today. We have some salmon, which we're going to be adding a little bit of Nesquik. This is my chocolate that I have. So it's guaranteed to be sweet, at least to be on the sweet side. So we're going to do that. Oh. Let me rub that on a little bit. The chocolate on fish. That's going to be interesting already. I'm going to add a little salt to this. Not a whole lot, just a pinch. Just a pinch of salt. And possibly let's add some pepper too. Let's add a little bit of pepper. So the most cursed thing is this white rabbit candy. I don't have the regular white rabbit candy. I have the matcha flavor for some reason. So we're going to be using that. So basically, if you're not familiar with white rabbit, it is this little Tootsie Roll looking candy. Except it's not caramel. I think it's like a white chocolate and milk. No, not even white chocolate. It's some kind of taffy thing with milk. But if I just stick it on there, like this, that's gonna be very awkward. So I'm gonna, and it's probably gonna roll away once the heat hits it. So I'm gonna cut it in half. That's gonna cut it in half first. So now we got two little logs. I'm just going to put it right here in the middle. And that's it. My guess with the actually no, let's do it this way. Let's do it in an angle, because my guess with a white rabbit is when it melts, it's going to spread out. The white rabbit is going to spread out. It's going to make a huge mess, and I already have enough mess in the air fryer to clean up later. So hopefully this spreads out somewhat okay-ish on the fish, and yeah, we'll go from there. We are gonna go at 360 degrees Fahrenheit for the cooking. Into the air fryer you go. Now remember last time it took us about 8 minutes to get a decent fish coming out of this air fryer. I am going to do about the same time, 8 minutes. And that'll be the last thing today. So yeah, let's talk about what we did today. Anything else we need to talk about? Questions you have about air frying? Stuff you should air fry, stuff you should not air fry. Ow, my knees. My knees hurt. My knees absolutely hurt. Oh my gosh. But today has been interesting. I didn't think we would take 2 hours to cook. Excuse me. 4 to 5 dishes. It's gonna be 2.5 by the time this one's done. And my stomach is probably gonna hate me for this last one. You know it is. Chocolate fish. I think chocolate sauce is a thing in restaurants. I don't know if you would use it on fish, but I've heard it being used on pork and beef at the very least. So it should work there. I don't know about chicken or any other tender meats like fish that you would use chocolate in. I'm gonna look that up right now actually. Is chocolate fish a thing? Chocolate sauce fish. Nothing shows up on the prediction. I do have here squid with curry and chocolate sauce, and cocoa oil rubs salmon with orange salsa. So those are a thing, but neither of them are using Nesquik. Neither of them are using Nesquik for their ingredients, and none of them are definitely using candy as a seasoning for the dish. Fish fillets and red wine and cocoa sauce. Okay, I suppose that's a thing. Savory white chocolate rosemary sauce and salmon. No, white chocolate rosemary lemon sauce for fish. So I'm guessing there is some fancy restaurant out there that is doing stuff like that, except not doing it in an air fryer, which understandably is the last place anyone would want to cook fish in. And by the looks of this, no one has tried this fish fillet in red wine and cocoa sauce, hence no rating. But this person is for some reason selling the recipe for $4.99 a month or an annual plan of $40. But no one has tried it, because probably why would you want to do that? Just do it yourself and make the best guesses you can and hope for the best. I can smell the candy cooking right now. I don't know if I should be worried or be extra worried. It smells okay. It doesn't smell burnt. But knowing what I put in there, I am kind of Just slightly worried. The good news is you guys don't have to eat this. Bad news is I have to eat this. So I have to tell you exactly how good or bad this is. The only saving grace to this recipe is that I added salt and pepper. That is it. Without the salt and pepper, it would basically be making candied fish, and I don't know if anyone is ready to eat candied fish. You can candy meat, but do you want to candy fish? Like, you know the Chinese barbecue that's like super sweet sometimes? Like Chinese pork barbecue? That works really well. Would they do it with fish? Question marks. Who knows? Sweet and sour snapper, sweet and sour fish is sweet and sour fish is a thing, but nothing like what we're doing right now. And I enjoy sweet and sour fish a lot. I wish I could have more sweet and sour fish, because, or at least on special occasions have it, because that's really really good stuff. Really good stuff. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? How does chat feel about chocolate fish? Because it's gonna be interesting. But it's definitely not something most people would try. I promise though, the next cooking stream we do, it's gonna be a little bit more normal, and it's gonna be very very good. The ingredients are gonna be very very good. So look forward to that. Look forward to that in 2 weeks. We're gonna try to do a cooking stream here every 2 weeks. It's just, please indulge me once in a while with these experimental streams. I love doing experimental cooking. I just wish I had someone here to share the pain with. you know, I wish I had someone here to share the food tasting with. If I could have someone, then I would not be the only one to suffer, and you would get basically a balanced review on whatever we make here. Like, I am pretty confident in my ability to judge flavors and food and stuff, but it always helps to have a second opinion. Always helps. Oh my gosh, that chicken is so salty. I don't know why it shouldn't be this salty. Like, I have put mayo on, I have baked mayo before, and it usually tastes okay, but super it's not like super salty or super off putting or anything. But this one's like, the ingredients themselves did not make any sense. Like, the way it turned out, I thought it wouldn't be as bad, but apparently it was that bad. So it's like, what are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Ding ding ding. All right, there's a last dish for today. Oh boy, let's see how this turned out. Okay, so one of the one of the white rabbits fell off of the fish. Let's scoop it back in there. Though now it is stuck on the knife. Oh my gosh, it's getting stuck everywhere. Melted candy will stick everywhere, so be careful with that. And I have a I have a very messy air fryer to clean up afterwards. All right then. Here is the dish of doom. Can't really see it. I am going to take a picture and then we're going to take a closer look at this thing. All right. So this is our salmon with Nesquik spread on top of the fish. Seasoned it a little bit of salt and pepper because otherwise this is probably going to turn out worse than it would normally have. And then we have one white rabbit candy that has been split in half on top of the fish. It didn't melt quite like I thought it would have. It did melt a little bit, maybe made a small indentation here on the fish itself. And the other one kind of fell off earlier, so I had to put it back on. But I think it's time to taste this now. The chocolate part I'm hoping is going to be okay. Let's try this tiny piece here first with just chocolate and seasoning, hopefully. And please, White Rabbit, do not get stuck to my chopsticks. Fish is cooked at least. That is the fish is cooked, I think. Yes. That is at least the good part. Okay, so fish with chocolate. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh my god, what the heck is oh my gosh. That is actually a little sickening. Oh my. I think the matcha flavor from the White Rabbit. Oh, oh my gosh. I don't know how else to describe this, so I'm just going to emote it out. I'm just going to emote it out. Oh, that's actually terrible. You see this? You see this piece of candy that's stuck to my chopsticks right now? The matcha flavor from this thing seeped into the fish and it's a little too strong, a little too sweet. So I don't agree with that. The chocolate itself, let's see. Let's try it again. The inside of the fish that's not coated with the chocolate tastes okay. Probably could use a little bit more seasoning. But the top here, that's too sweet. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. That's too sweet. It tastes very off. I don't know how else to describe this. The White Rabbit is very crunchy though. Like I picked this up. Munch on it. It's a very crunchy candy by now. Let's get a piece of the one that has the juices of the candy and chocolate here. Gosh, I'm glad this is the last dish because I don't know if I can go past this anymore. There's no palate cleanser that can survive this at all. At all. Okay. All right. It tastes. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good at all. It's um it's still edible, but by the time I finish eating this, I am probably gonna have a very bad stomachache, and I will have only myself to blame for it. Uh, because I had decided white rabbit was an ingredient that you could put in this roulette. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. Never try that. Everything else we made on stream, okay to try. That one, the one with the chocolate and white rabbit, don't. Absolutely do not do that at home. Or anywhere else. Or anywhere else. That's not recommended whatsoever. Oh my gosh. It's not enough to make me puke, but it's a very weird mix of flavors that can't possibly be good. If this was to work, we need we need an element of bitterness, like dark chocolate, not the milk chocolate syrup that I put on, and instead of white rabbit, add sugar. Just plain old sugar would be okay. That would be fine with no matcha artificial flavors. That would be perfect. But with the ingredients as they were right now, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you know, that's just gonna how it happens sometimes. So yeah. Um, if anyone has any comments or questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream right now. I got a bunch of stuff to clean up, a lot of ingredients to salvage for tomorrow, for my own personal cooking, like chicken and fish and other things. I'm surprised we didn't get any bread here. We got pizza twice, which is more than I expected. But everything else, yeah, I mean, I wish I could have used honey on the fish or the chicken. I think that would have been interesting. RNG failed me this time. Maybe next time. We'll see. But no. No. I'm thinking salt and pepper was a bad idea mixing in with the sweet stuff. It's actually making it a little bit worse. A little bit worse. I'm gonna end stream right here, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I am going to hopefully not be sick tomorrow. I will post the pictures that I took today on Twitter, so please check over there. If you want to see a higher quality picture, or if you're in the Discord, I will also post it on the Discord. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and would like to see more stuff, please consider subscribing if you'd like to. And don't forget to hit that like button, notification bell, and whatnot. And I will see you next time. I will see you hopefully again on Friday. We'll be continuing our playthrough of Shin Megami Tensei 5 then. And that, thank you for coming, everyone. Have a nice rest of your day, and I'm gonna go wash my mouth out. See ya.